Who forced us to start getting jobs? And who told them that was a good fucking idea? And why the hours 9 to 5? Huh? A whole morning and afternoon and early evening? Nigga, I got shit to do. Niggas do all this work. Like all these people, we do all this work week after week, the whole year. We work hard all year. And all we get is a 30-minute lunch and Labor Day. Nigga, excuse me? And for some of us, that ain't even enough to keep the lights on. So now you got multiple jobs. You got multiple jobs. You working harder than a Jamaican. You are Jamaican. And y'all know Jamaicans ain't nothing but Caribbean Mexicans. Bumbaclot. That's who you are, my nigga. But where's my manners? This is the I Might Get Cancelled podcast. My name is Kanice, the host of this shit. And look, this is the POV from an NIG who don't give a FUC, okay? This podcast is called I Might Get Cancelled because we say a lot of wild ass shit. And this gives us our space to be loud and wrong. So, welcome to the podcast. If you're listening to this right now, you are a habitual line stepper. And we're going to cross that line together because guess what? We crossing lines like what? Everybody say it with me. Immigrants. That's how we crossing lines. So, let's begin. Society lied to us. I'm going to say it again. Society lied to us. Hustle culture is gonna kill us, dog. And who's behind this Ponzi scheme? This is working hard is a Ponzi scheme. It really is. Working hard is a Ponzi scheme. Wealthy folk told us we gotta work hard. That's who told us. Wealthy folk. Wealthy folk. Meanwhile, their kids don't have to work hard. They never did. I'm talking about the big billionaires and this. Hell, the founding fathers ain't have to work hard. You know why? Because they was in charge of having, I don't know, this thing called slaves. They didn't work hard. They just had slaves. Then they put capitalism on top of us and shit like that. None of them were working hard. You know why they not working hard? Because they have generations and generations and generations of a thing called resources. They got resources. Hard work is just the bare minimum thing you got to do when you have no resources. When you have no money, you don't have the proper time, you don't have, access to the tools that you need, whether it's mechanically or whatever, to get from point A to point B or to live your day-to-day life. You don't have the resources, even the knowledge to probably, fixing your own car. Now you need money to go fucking pay another nigga that's finna overcharge you for something small. Cause you don't know, cause you didn't have the resources. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people aren't born with just every fucking resource. So guess what we got to do? We got to work just to pay this nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's why I be telling niggas, let's trap, nigga. Sell drugs, my nigga. Where the kilos at, nigga? We moving these birds, my nigga. What you talking about? I understand these niggas. Hard work is the bare minimum thing you have to do when you don't have any resources. So low key, hard work is for poor people. Hard work is for poor people. That's the sad truth. And still, if you work hard, it doesn't unpoor you. It's not guaranteed to unpoor your po ass. I know so many folks that used to work 14-hour shifts on an assembly line for 40 plus years. Them niggas ain't millionaires. Them niggas barely thousandaires. They could barely retire. They could barely retire. And you remember that was back when, they was working on them assembly lines and during their lunch break, they used to give them Coke to make them stay up and work harder. Now they a Coke addict and they spend their hard-earned money on the Coke. This is a fact. They could barely retire. Meanwhile, the children of Sam Walton, who is the founder of Walmart and Sam's Club, the children of Walmart and Sam's Club, they don't have to work. They don't have to work. His children are the richest people in 2 different states. Did y'all know that? His children are the richest people in 2 different states. Texas and Arkansas, according to a 2020 poll or whatnot. They're the richest 2 people. It's $66 billion each they got on average, right? Average-wise, I think it's like 6 kids or whatnot. And each of them on average is worth like 66. One of them has like, I think the poorest is like a $58 billion, person or whatever. And when I say 66, I mean they got 66 B's like Bloods, nigga. They bloody as hell, nigga. Straight up, $66 billion, right? And like I said, that's Texas and Arkansas. They still rich in other states or whatnot. They still one of the top richest people in other states, but those are the two where they lead on from a 2020 Forbes poll or whatnot. And the reason why I'm saying that is this. Arkansas, I don't know if y'all know this, but ain't that the home of Nike? They are richer than the founder of Nike. They're richer than Phil Knight. He still lives in Arkansas. They're richer than, is it Arkansas or Oregon? Well, he ain't even the richest nigga over there either. They are richer than this nigga. And no matter where he's from, it is Oregon, where Phil Knight had Nike or whatnot. But still, even then, he don't got $66 billion. Think about that. He created something that changed the world, and he still ain't worth more. He's one of the biggest brands ever, and he still ain't worth, and self-made, and still ain't worth more than a child of a nigga who did the shit. That's wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't worth more than a child of a billionaire, and you shook the world. That is crazy. That is crazy. And you made other billionaires. You made other people who weren't your family billionaires, like Michael Jordan. That's crazy as fuck. So literally, where was the hard work for the Walmart kids? Where was their hard work? They weren't with him shooting in the gym. I don't think they ever had to work a fucking register in their life. And working, period, has us in the chokehold, especially men, because where does our value lie? What is our value determined by? The work we put out. And don't let me get started with like gurus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Gurus and motivational speakers and shit like that, because their whole strategy is to sell you something that they didn't do. Matter of fact, they're selling to people who the hopeless and the desperate. This is a fact. Or whatever. They play off your heartstrings of not having and not being able to provide. And that's why you listen to it. You listen to their motivational speeches like a junkie. And you just get caught up in buying their courses, buying their new course. They always got a book coming out. They always got a newer course. They always got a live event that you got to be at. You got to be at this one this week or whatever. Oh, this fest, a motivation fest, the guru fest. Like, it's always something new. And you just keep trying to get your fix, hoping to find, you know, the key to your problem. And really, the problem is that a lot of them already had the bread, and they had the bread to invest in this, and you just thinking it's going to be your hard work. I'm not saying hard work doesn't work, but hard work is not the only thing that works. Sometimes it's time, and sometimes it's you just actually being blessed and lucky by God, right? Also, here's another thing too, your network. It's all of those things, but when you don't have that, the only thing you have is sweat equity. It's tough. It's tough. Meanwhile, there's a billionaire child that just woke up. They didn't know hard work. They literally just woke up and was a billionaire. Literally, they just were born. Elon Musk kids can't even tie their own shoe. And guess what, nigga? They got way more money than you for no reason. They never had to work. Michael Jackson's kids, that, you know, the white babies that he claims are his or whatever, they have no black in them. Michael Jackson's kids, the youngest one, when the youngest one was 12 years old, that child had their own house, living by themselves in like Paris or something. Living by themselves with just maids. Just have, this is a fact. Look it up. I think the nigga named Blanket or something like that. That's the nigga name, Blanket. So yes, the one he tried to throw over the balcony. Y'all remember when y'all look it up? He was holding him, threw him over the balcony with the blanket over his head. That one. Since like 12 years old, 12 or 13 years old, was living by. This nigga don't even know how to drive a car. Why? It's a useless job. He sees that as a job. You know why? Because his whole life he had a driver. He probably looks at his friends like, ew, you actually steer? Jesus Christ. Jeffrey. That's what he probably calls his friends that who drive. If you fucking with the episode thus far, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that. If not, why is you here? But nah. And these motivational gurus be fucking y'all up. These motivational gurus be fucking y'all up because them niggas are just making money off you for shit that they didn't do. They literally built their entire wealth selling shovels to you. They've been selling shovels to you. They sold you the dream of gold, but never dug for gold themselves. That's how they made their fortune. All of them niggas. I ain't gonna call them out, but all of them niggas. Real talk. Oh yeah, here's how you do this. Here's how I make this. They never did that shit. They made most of their fortune by selling you the products, by selling you the courses. That's it. And coming to public speak and try to charge you up. Most of them niggas be doing speeches at MLM, aka pyramid schemes, MLM conventions and shit. Come on, bro. They trash. Speaking of trash, I'ma say this. Boomers, y'all are trash as parents, and I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all probably not paying attention to this podcast because it ain't on the A track. But listen to me. Y'all worked so much. The ones who still alive, y'all worked so much. Y'all didn't have time to get to know y'all kids. And I know that's what you had to do to keep the lights on. But that's also a reason why millennials, it's been reported that millennial parents, specifically dads, are far better at parenting than boomers. I saw an article about it. Millennial parents are in their children's lives more than, you know, their parents and their parents' parents or whatnot. Because we believe in still balancing our life and having a life. You get what I'm saying? Like, we work, but y'all used to make fun of us for asking for more while doing less. Meanwhile, that's all that billionaires do anyways. They get paid for nothing. Like, literally, Kylie Jenner woke up and she was just like, oh, I'm a billionaire. She just decided she was a billionaire, like literally. And nothing stopped her. You get what I'm saying? And they keep saying she's self-made. Nigga, what? She probably thinks going to a Zoom meeting is hard work. Meanwhile, you sweating outside, cutting fucking grass or cleaning up shit out of public bathrooms as your job. And you've been doing this for tens of years and your ass still ain't rich. Why you ain't a millionaire? Because I told you. Don't know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Don't nobody work harder than an immigrant. Especially an immigrant that don't got their papers. And it don't matter what they doing, if it's illegal or not. Like, you want to find the best scammer? It's a Nigerian that don't got his papers yet. Straight up. And he still got 7 different social security numbers. I'm just letting you know that. But yeah. But sometimes those boomers, they work too hard outside the house. They never got a chance to get to know their children. They don't know their children's favorite color. They don't know what their children's favorite music or hobby is most of the time. Hell, they never got to know their ass. They don't know who. Ask a boomer right now, hey, name one teacher from middle school, high school, or elementary that I had. They don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? And now we're more in our children's lives or whatever. So shout out to especially all the fathers or whatever who are millennials. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better than them or whatever. But it wasn't their fault because, you know, it's work. Fuck work. 9-to-5s are trash. 9-to-5s are trash. Not saying be an entrepreneur. I just hate jobs and the hours. That's all I'm saying. Look, don't even, you might not even want to listen to me or take my advice. I'm Mr. Quit a job quick. I will quit a job in one day because somebody sneezed wrong. Oh, these niggas trying to kill me. That's what, I chew? Oh yeah. I can't work here. I don't play that shit. Let y'all, I despise jobs. Like, you ever woke up early? You ever woke up early and didn't, you ever woke up early to get ready to go to your job and did everything to be on time and you were still late? Congrats. You African. You are an African. But I hate jobs that much. I will be down the street from my job. I will wake up early. My gas was in the car last night. I will even drive to that bitch and still find a way to clock in late because I don't want to fucking be here. Your shift starts in an hour. Now you mad. You ever got mad that you was early for work? God damn, bro, I don't want to be at this bitch. I could have been doing any other thing. And now your shift about to start. You even pissed because you were here too fucking early. You ever got to work early on accident? Nigga be like, fuck this shit, bro. Nigga, you be waiting, you be on some shit like, man, if I pull the fire alarm, I at least get a break from this bullshit. You be plotting shit. Cause you don't even want to be there not even a minute more than you have to be. I used to hate when one of my coworkers used to tell me, if you came in at 10 a.m., you ever had that coworker to be like, work starts at 9:50, be here at 9:50. Bitch, no! I'm not being here you know what? Matter of fact, fuck you. And this is why I'm finna clock in 3 minutes late now. Work starting in 13 more minutes, bitch. What you talking about? I think it's just really the anxiety that you have for 8 to 5 is all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Your anxiety is all over the place because of that. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, you got to do this again the next morning. Like, think about where your anxiety levels are at, right? Like, imagine going to work at 8 a.m. and you're not going to work at 8 a.m. That's not when work starts. You got to talk about the overhead time. So that means you got to wake up at 6 a.m. latest just to get up, wake the fuck up, shake your leg awake if you over 30. You know what I'm saying? And go like this. Sit at the edge of the bed. You got to get your ass up at 6 a.m., hop in the shower, do a rush ass shower, get out, make sure you look, you know what I'm saying, presentable. Then, you know what I'm saying, after that, you get ready. And if you have kids, you got to get the kids ready, whether it is packing the sack lunches or making them food, whatever it is, or make your own coffee. Then you got to get in the car. Then you got to start driving. Now, here's where the drive starts. Now it's traffic. It's after 6:45. It's after 7 o'clock. Now it's traffic. So what is a drive that is normally 20 minutes to your job now turning to 45 all of a sudden. So now you get to work at 7:50, 7:45-ish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know what I'm saying, you work from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. They done took your morning, literally 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. They took your morning from you. They took your afternoon, right? And they gave your ass a bitch made ass 30-minute lunch because they don't respect you. They gave you a 30-minute lunch. No grown ass person, no grown ass fucking adult should be given a 30-minute lunch break. Cause when the fuck it start, bitch? When the fuck it start? Even if you bring your lunch with you, as soon as you open that bitch, 15 minutes then gone. Grown people need more than a 30-minute lunch break. And now you woke up at 6, drove for 45 minutes, got ready and dressed, you got to work 8 o'clock. Now you took that 30-minute bitch ass lunch. Now you got to be there for your afternoon too as well. And now it's coming into your early evening. They can't take 3 times away. No. And then not only that, as soon as you get off, guess what? You got to drive back home from all that work. And guess what? 5 o'clock, it's traffic hours. So now what was once a 20-minute drive is again another at least 45 minutes, right? So now you getting home barely at 6. If you didn't go to the daycare or if you didn't go pick them up from the babysitter or whatever the case is, or if you don't have kids, you finally get home and guess what you want to do? You want to rest, but you can't. You can't rest because guess what? You got to go now, take a shower, make some food because you only got a 30-minute lunch. So all you did was blink and lunch was over. So you only had a motherfucking Jolly Rancher for lunch, right? You had a Jolly Rancher and a big bowl of imagination, right? Okay. And now you got to make your food. Now you got to make food, right? So now that took you about 2 hours right there. You are beat because you already been on your feet all fucking day, right? So now after showering, making your food, it's motherfucking 8 o'clock. And this is if you don't have kids, right? And now you sitting there, you getting caught up with everything else you got to do. Because sometimes you got to run errands as soon as you get off work. So you're getting caught up with your personal life and your social life. Hey, yo, whose calls did I miss? Whose texts did I miss? This and that or whatever. Not even just social media, your personal life. And then after that, you say, you know what? Let me finally decompress at around 9:30. But that's when the anxiety settles in again. Because guess what? You like, I can't even watch my favorite show right now because I got to go to bed because I got to do this whole fucking thing over again. Bitch, no. Fucking no. It's a no. That 8 to 5 is trash. Like those hours are trash. Hours should be 12 to 4. Hours should be 12 to 4 and it should be no 3 days in a row. You can't have me 3 days in a row. You either get my morning or my afternoon or my evening, right? And it shouldn't be 3 days in a row or not. Go back down real fast. And it always should be off days in between. It always should be off. Cause y'all don't respect people to not let them have an off day during the week. Cause when the fuck are they gonna handle their business that they need to fucking handle during the week, during business hours? Everything ain't open on on Sundays and Saturdays, bitch. Get them one fucking day they can handle some fucking personal human business. Fucking bitch. You done had them the whole business hours. They can't go do other business. I literally had a coworker that had a phone issue. Basically, her phone was off. Random. It was about the prayer line. She was old. So they suspended her phone. She had like prepaid service. It's a long story. And she didn't even have the time to go to Boost Mobile because they weren't open during those hours. This is a fact. And she old school, so she didn't even know how to email them and shit. I'm emailing them, and it took so much time. It took over a week for her to get her phone back on. That's wild. When she could have went there during business hours, and she could have literally went there during business hours and solved it within 10 minutes. But no, she only got a 30-minute break, and it take 30 minutes to get to the bitch. So no. Fuck these whole ass jobs with these fucking hours. These jobs ain't loyal, dog. I'm gonna keep it real with you. These jobs ain't loyal, my nigga. Like, you die, they replace you quick, nigga. Why? Why they replacing you so quick? Like, nigga, can y'all just chill for a second? Can y'all chill for a second before you hire somebody? Like, nigga, with all the work I did in this bitch, like, you better not hire no nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better not hire nobody for a full year. I want a full year in remembrance of me. In memory of me, nobody, I don't even want a hologram because y'all mess around and put a hologram of me and that bitch still working. I better not be working as a motherfucking hologram. Do not do that. Don't just up and find another nigga. Be a widow, bitch. God damn. I don't just hate my job, I hate yours too, nigga. I hate yours too, and I hate it for you, nigga. You deserve better. But I'm not saying, hey, quit your job. I'm saying we got to find a way to make it work for us around our life and still be able to pay the bills. So whatever skills we got to learn, whatever network we got to do, we need to be investing in that now so that, in the future, we ain't got to do all this shit. Nobody want to be working like this. I know people that have the trashiest jobs and they've worked it for 40 years. We got to stop that shit. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So I hate your job for you. You ain't got to hate it. I fucking hate it. If your job don't pay you enough to take a month off if you needed to, fuck that job. Fuck that job. And that's just a month. So imagine you have a child, this is a new kid. And I'm not talking about fatherly leave or whatever, leave of absence or whatever, like when men have a kid. I feel like if a woman is pregnant, from the moment she's it's 40 weeks, from the moment she in the 30s, like 32 or whatever, hey yo, look, she don't need to be, hell, 28. Once she's 28 months, hey yo, she need to take off. And also she needs 6 months after having a baby. And if the daddy he should be able to take off somewhere at least 2 to 3 months, at least 2 to 3. You feel me? And if your job can't even afford you to do that, you know what I'm saying? Not allow you, but afford you to do that. Fuck that fucking job. I hate that job. I don't even know your job and I hate that bitch. Jobs are stressful as fuck. I now understand why people be at the club every fucking weekend. Because clubs wouldn't be open without a depressed people, a hopeless and a helpless people. Why else would they be in there? Using their best stupidity, putting their stupidity on frontline to buy a bottle for 45 times the price that they could have just went down the street and got at the liquor store. But they're doing this because they're hopeless. They're helpless. Like, clubs can't live in a society where people are super happy about their life, because they're going here because they want an escape from what they do every fucking week at this job. So now they're every fucking week at these clubs and these strip clubs. They just want an escape. It is crazy. It is crazy. It costs too much for that shit. But yes, they always want you to do something that ain't on the job description. I was at a retail job, right? Job description, we just sell. All we did was sell. That was it. Why one time we closing out, they was like, hey, yo, Kenise, can you mop? They was like, can you mop? Nigga, mop what? Y'all got enough money and this lights on, everything, blah, blah. Y'all got enough money in this bitch to just pay for a janitor. Matter of fact, it will cost you less because now you got to deal with my attitude. What the fuck is wrong with you? That ain't on the job. Hey, yo, was that on the contract? Was that on the job? Okay, then I ain't doing it. And they get mad when you say no. Bitch, fuck you. Jobs don't have logic. They don't make sense sometimes, because they'll put you on the schedule without asking your availability. And then when you tell them you can't do it, they say, well, get somebody else to fill in for you. Nigga, you get somebody else to fill in for me because you started this shit. You in charge of this bitch. Some of y'all don't even, man, bro. Some of y'all don't think that's crazy because you're so used to injustice. Y'all don't think that's crazy because you're so used to the bullshit. Damn. I hate the overworkers at work. I really do. I hate the overworkers at work. I'm going to tell you this right now. Listen up. To everybody that works extremely hard, the work hard at work, the jackass that works hard at work, you do not get a medal for overworking yourself. You do not get a medal for overworking yourself. These companies don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. And y'all be bragging and boasting about, oh, I work holidays. I work my B-day and shit. I work 50 hours a week. I work 70 hours a week sometimes. Hooray. Did they also make you wear the clown shoes too? Because look at you. You're the company clown. You're the corporate court jester. Clap for yourself, Mr. Red Nose. Fucking idiot. Side note, hey, yo, real quick, speaking of jobs, I just want to say this shit. You got to be a whole ass nigga if you're a repo man. Tow truck drivers, I hope you niggas rot in hell. I hate you tow truck drivers. I hate you niggas. I hate you niggas. You ever got your car towed and had to pick it up and they talk to you anyhow because they know you need this bitch and they got your shit? Fuck these niggas. And then my partner, he got his car towed from somewhere, right? And he had his gun in the car. Tell me why these niggas went in his car and took the bullets out his gun and gave him back the gun though. And it was like, first of all, why the fuck is y'all in my car? And then it was like, I mean, we got to protect ourselves. Bitch, what? And then he said, all right, well, give me my bullets. They was like, nah, we can't give you the bullets while you still got the gun. Then nigga, how I'm going to get my bullets back? They never decided to give his bullets back. That's some old ass shit. And they got the worst customer service. I hope tow truck niggas get their house repoed. And I hope like some bitch ass nigga, I hope they get their house repoed, and I hope a bitch ass parking meter maid gives their ass a motherfucking citation. Matter of fact, you a hoe ass nigga too if you giving out citations. I hate them niggas. I hate them niggas, them parking citation niggas. Cause what made you wake up and say, fuck fighting crime? This nigga didn't put an extra quarter in the meter. Nigga, fuck you, bitch. That is one of the top 10 hoe ass jobs of all time. Man, I hate how when they try to, you ever work retail or somewhere where, not saying there's always hours available, but like some people always, hey, yo, I can't come in today or something like that. It's always just, And not only that, it's just not a good job, right? And they overwork you. And it's one of them jobs, right? And they'll tell you some shit like, they'll tell you some shit like, go ahead and you want to work today? I mean, you ain't doing nothing anyway. Bitch, I don't care if I'm not doing nothing. That's me doing something away from you niggas. I don't want to see you niggas every day. What if I got other shit to do? I got other shit like nigga, I'm watching my kids. Pay for daycare. How about that? You gonna pay for daycare? Give me money for daycare right now. And not on my check. Give me money, pay me in cash out your pocket and then pay me for that. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't even got kids, but still, y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. And then also, I hate when you have a good manager. You ever had a good manager or a good supervisor? That's a trap. That's how they try to lock you in, because that's how they get you. You got this manager, he cool, you comfortable with him, you know what I'm saying? You done brought up an issue for him to showcase his leadership, you feel what I'm saying? Just to make it feel good, just get on his good side. He done puffed his weed vape in front of you. Like it looked like a vape, but it really got weed in it. And he done puffed it in front of you to incriminate himself, to let you know that now, you know, he's down. You feel me? You can feel comfortable around me. Look at me, I'm breaking the rules. This is a mafia. So you like, damn, okay. Shit, he cool with me, I'm cool with him. You know what I'm saying? And now you get whatever hours you want on the schedule or whatnot. You get whether you want more or less, or you want certain days or certain time, you give top priority and shit like that. That's how they trick you, because you end up start liking the job and you find yourself here never fucking leaving. Don't fucking do it. The worst thing I hate is don't you hate when that same nigga gets fired? And now you got to do this whole thing over again with a new manager who might not like you. God damn, it's like, damn, he don't smoke weed vapes? Fucking ain't that shit. And don't let you be working at a good store that you actually like and love the benefits of. Let me repeat, especially if it's retail. If you work at a store that is good, that actually, a store or wherever where you actually like the benefits of, that you know what I'm saying, like where you get a discount on or whatever, well, guess what? Now all the bread that you're making at this store is going right back to them. Congratulations, you're a volunteer. You work for free. That's basically what you do. You working for free. You giving them your money. They keeping your money. I remember growing up, everybody wanted to work at shoe stores when I was growing up. Oh, I bet you got all the shoes, niggas. You know, I wanted that. I remember, but I worked at GameStop and people used to be like, I bet you got all the games. No, nigga, I did not. Because they used to pay me $5.13 an hour and barely work me hours. And even when I worked some hours, these motherfuckers still didn't give me all my hours. Yeah, they took advantage of me as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like they paid me $5.13 an hour and a shoelace. That was it. Prisoners got paid more than that, nigga. Like, nigga, my first check was $15. I had to overdraft just to cash my check. Nigga, what? And then not only that, coworkers will follow you on Facebook. Hey, I don't want my coworkers following me on Facebook. That's wild. That's wild, bitch. I don't know you nor want to know you. Like, you know what I talk about on here? Like, how much I talk about how much I hate you. I talk about how much I hate you on Facebook. And I don't need you coming and compromising that on here. I like to complain about you guilt-free. When a coworker follows me, I ain't gonna lie, I immediately start posting some bullshit so they can delete themselves. Hell yeah. The first thing I post is, man, I just found out Joel Osteen be sucking dick. Like, I don't give a fuck. Bye-bye. Delete yourself. Delete yourself. But yeah, dog. And I also hate how hard it is to come from, making fast money to getting paid bi-weekly. Like, nigga, why am I waiting for my money? It's my money. If you were paying niggas enough to get salary, if you're not paying niggas enough to get salary, pay them fucking weekly at the very least. Cause I did my work today. I should get paid today. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the lifestyle I come from. It's like, yo, I did the work today, I get paid today. But no, you want to pay bi-weekly or shit like, and it don't even make sense. But the reason why they don't pay you weekly or even the same day is literally because they want to keep you broke mentally. They want to remind you that, nigga, you still poor and you got to wait on your money. That is a mind state. It's not supposed to be like that. They want to keep you broke mentally. I can't wait 2 weeks. I can't wait 2 weeks. It's like, how can I put this? If I want a product from your store, I got to pay today. If I want to take it home from your store today, I got to pay in full today. Nigga, why can't you wait 2 weeks? We have the technology to get paid electronically every day. Every day that we do work. It's just the algorithm change. There's AI for that, my nigga. And there's always that one coworker who is sometimes they a snitch, but most of the time they a kissing ass nigga. They kiss up to every boss. They always kissing up. They want to do the most in the company. They be working hard as hell for them little dollars. It don't matter what it is. It could be minimum wage, less than minimum wage. They want to show everybody that they work hard as hell. And they be working for 10, 15, 20 years, hoping to be the next head of the company. He went to Harvard for this. But but as soon as his CEO get ready to retire, the job goes to the boss's 19-year-old son that never been to college. You're a fucking clown. You've been kissing up for 20 years thinking that you had this in the bag. You was thinking that you was working at this company before this kid was born. Matter of fact, you was at the motherfucking baby shower for the kid because you was kissing up at the baby shower over the meatballs, nigga. Matter of fact, you've been kissing up so much, you the godfather of the child. You in the baby shower pictures. And now you doing all this kissing up to the boss and shit like that. And now you raised your boss. You raised your boss. Now you R. Kelly. Now you R. Kelly because it's a teenager's ass you got to kiss. And now you might get fired by your godson. That's fucked up. And y'all think just because you're at your job and it ain't got cuffs and you ain't got access to an iPad, you think that it's not jail. Just because you're not behind bars don't mean a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You still in jail mentally because guess what? Even those same prisons that you talk about, you can't leave there either. Just like you can't leave your motherfucking job. You can't leave. You got to stay at this bitch unless you got PTO, parole time off, cause it is jail. People be having these jobs like every day for 40 years. Nigga! Like it's a hobby. One thing boomers and Gen X gonna do, Gen X, oh my God. One thing boomers and Gen X gonna do is keep a job for 75 years. Only millennials treat jobs like hoes. We got 2 at a time. We got a side one. We'll be with one job while looking at the next job on the computer. And applying for a whole new relationship job. Matter of fact, there are people who will keep a job, a backup job, a job just because it got the discounts, and a relationship with a person because their job got good health care. We played this game and we don't like it. But when it comes to jobs, we realize that jobs ain't loyal. Millennials realize that jobs ain't loyal, and these jobs will replace you in a fucking second. And we get tired of jobs real quick. Like, we treat jobs like dating sites. We just swipe right and be like, fuck this shit. It's a match or no match. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just wanted to say this though. This is a public service announcement. This is for all my teachers out there. This is for all my educators, instructors, and everything out there. I'm tired of people lying and saying that, oh yeah, when I was in 2nd grade, my teacher said I'll never make it. Or when I was in 8th grade, my teacher said I'll never be shit. When I was in 9th grade, my teacher said this. Stop fucking lying. Do you know how much you gotta love kids to take a teacher's salary? Do you know how much you gotta love kids to watch kids, then come home and watch your kids? Do you know how much you gotta love kids to take a 30-minute lunch break, nigga? They be having 30-minute lunch breaks, especially in elementary schools, because the elementary teachers take lunch breaks when their children take lunch breaks, when they go on lunch. And do you know how to get them kids to line up? Do you know how long that takes to get a bunch of little kids to line up? You got 19 kids, that's 28 minutes to line up. And just when you thought you were safe to still have 2 minutes to eat, guess what? You still gotta wait in that motherfucking microwave line. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. And they do this every day. They also gotta worry about not knowing who's a snitch at the school that was sent by the district to take notes and snitch on somebody and get somebody fired. They got to worry about not getting fired because of something a kid said, even though it's a lie. They got to deal, and also they got to deal with y'all. They got to deal with y'all. Yep. They got to help raise these kids. They got to deal with these kids and then come back and deal with the kids who raised those kids. Yo ass. You got to love kids if you do that. You got to love kids to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know how much you got to love kids to say, nuh-uh, stop. Hey, don't do that, young man, young lady, don't stop. 100 times a day. When I was working with kids, I used to always be like, tie your shoe, young man, tie your shoe, young man. I don't know how to tie my shoe. And I had to tie their shoe. I taught them how to tie. I used to tie 76 shoes a day. When you tie 76 shoes a day, you literally write a letter to the district. Hey, fuck it, put Crocs on the goddamn school supply list. God damn it. Talking about, oh, it's a teacher shortage. Talking about, it ain't no fucking teacher shortage. This how I know there ain't no fucking teacher shortage. Because if there's a teacher shortage, why the price ain't go up? I mean, it's simple economics. The demand is high and the supply is low. So shouldn't the price go up? That salary should go up. But it don't. You know why? Because that's a fucking lie. There ain't no teacher shortage. It's just an overage of y'all fucking with no condom. It's an overage of y'all fucking. That's what it is. That's really what it is. So stop lying. And stop lying on these teachers, dog. On these teachers who have passion to lead these kids. And I don't get it. I don't get it. That make me so mad. And that's coming from the road dog shoe tire, the badass bathroom monitor. I am the new age teacher outlaw, okay? And if you got any problems with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck them kids. My name is Kanice and I might get canceled. Appreciate you for tuning in. For bonus and uncensored episodes, subscribe to the Patreon for the low. That's my OnlyFans. Also, make sure you sign up for the mailing list so you know when I'm doing a tour or a podcast tour, a live show in your city. Right? And don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and review. Even if you give us a bad review, at least you can't say the title of this podcast is a lie, because you're going to be the reason that I might get canceled. Duh.